killing this one. Welcome again.
I am a winner. I am a winner. Everybody will me say I be a winner. Yes, I'm a baba winner. Don't bless me. Yes, I'm a baba winner. Don't bless me. I am a winner. I am a winner. Everybody will me say I be a winner. Yes, I'm a baba winner. Don't bless me. Yes, I'm a baba winner. Don't bless me.
It's your boy AY reppin' PCE crew. You already know what it is that we came to do. We be rapping and singing and filming and acting. Yes, we making moves while the rest just reacting. I'm on you, they test slow, see me as I go. So while you hanging out, trying to be in my photo opportunities, I'm giving back to the community. Haters wanna step, give me fame, that's all you do to me. Cause people, them, they hail us like bread, they toast us. Yeah, we're leaps and bounds above the rest. Head and shoulders like a foster, it's a parent. We got living in my heart, victory, it's inherent. Now it's up and away, you know I'm elevating. Anytime I spit like a church and congregating. I don't deal or no deal, I make deals. Living life in 3D, I'm so real.
I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody will me say I be a winner. Yes, I'm a baba winner, don't bless me. Yes, I'm a baba winner, don't bless me. I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody will me say I be a winner. Yes, I'm a baba winner, don't bless me. Yes, I'm a baba winner. 2011 and I'm winning like Konami. When I flow, I make highways, they call me the tsunami. Been to the valley, but on top is where you can find me. Rap till I'm legendary, no games like Atari. I've read series trying to box me up like I am Lego, but I would transform their mind, call me Mr. Hasbro. Cause I'm in my prime, so I'm ever rising. Trying to torture me, I never crack. I had no dry skin, huh? Mr. Supernova, master epic writer. Rolling and token, Holy Ghost swagger. Flyer than blowing, that's a state of mind. Out of the world, I am flowing. Gold medals I be holding. I don't know who you are, but just know you are a winner. Ultimate achiever, master succeeder. Believe in the power of the number one supplier. Jehovah Jireh, our provider, will take you higher. Say it louder. I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody will me say I be a winner. Yes, I'm a baba winner, don't bless me. Yes, I'm a baba winner, don't bless me. I am a winner, I am a winner. Everybody will me say I be a winner. Yes, I'm a baba winner, don't bless me. Yes, I'm a baba winner, don't bless me.
I am a winner. Spain, South Africa, exceeding all my goals on my iPod, David Villa. Drop knowledge, you can barely bear, call me Papa. I'm a Niger rapper to bed, I'm a baba. Papa, God I bless you for telling me face to face. That pain is just a face to face before your breakthrough. Lyric face me, I face it too. Naked life interface too. Rock hard, face my books, now I get all the likes on Facebook. Repeat that, retweet that, R to C to the B. I know one till the game making me merge and see that I'm consistent, persistent. All my fears are distant. I don't see the ghost no more, rapping is my sixth sense.
Welcome, 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 welcome. This is your coach, Jay Fuller. I am stepping in for Bishop Don Jenkins. And I'm so grateful that Don has given me the platform to take over his show. That means he has a lot of trust in me. And I'm grateful that we're here describing that, how we need to get better so we can move forward. We want to talk to you today about health and wellness. We want to talk to you about how to get better in your lifestyle, how to get better in your exercise, how to get better in terms of what you're eating and what you're dieting and things like that. And I got a couple guests here with me today that's going to help me unpack a little bit about green time. And you know, for most of you that have watched the show in the past, I am the CEO of Green Time. That means that I help people implement more green in their diets and in their daily plans every day, whether it's a green salad, whether it's a green juice, a green tea, a green this, a green that. And I'm here on behalf of the Don Jenkins Show because we are partners. We're partners in Christ. We are brothers. We coordinate different things and different activities. Don is a certified coach as well as a motivational speaker and as well as a bishop. So he's got a lot of things going on in his life. And I am so grateful for the opportunity to be able to partner with him and do the Don Jenkins Show. So before we get started, I want to, my wife Andrea is here.
Hello,
Andrea,
everyone.
her shout out. And I have a guest, Lorna Garrison, who is here, who is an associate of Green Time. And we're going to ask her a few questions on how green time has impacted her life. But before we do any of that, we got to give God his due.
Yes, we do.
So, Ms. Fuller has a scripture for us.
Okay, I'm reading Genesis 1:29. Then God said, "Look, I have given you every seed-bearing plant throughout the earth and all the fruit trees for your food."
Oh, my goodness. So what does that mean? God has given us every herb, every vegetable, every nut, every seed that we need. So we don't need to go out here and go to these different fast food places and get all congested and clogged up and, get these issues with high blood pressure and diabetes and high cholesterol. So about 6 years ago, I was a person who was type 2 diabetic. I had high cholesterol, and I was on the verge of getting high blood pressure. And so there were some lifestyle changes that I made in my life, which through family, through friends, through my Aunt Gladys. You guys have heard the story in the past of how she lived to be a century, and she gave me the platform, the blueprint to really what to eat and what to implement in my daily plan. So I'm here because I have a testimony. I have lost over 90-something pounds. I got off the couch and started running marathons. And now I have a business called Green Time, green every day, implementing more of plants in my daily regimen. Now, plants may not be for you in terms of rawness, but they are for you if you need to cook them. We need to cook our vegetables if you don't like them raw. You need to make sure that you make healthy choices when you go to the store, because there's too much diabetes and things going on out here. People are suffering. They're dying of cancer. I don't have to tell you, I've been in healthcare for over 29 years, so I've seen how people, they're put on life support, and they have trouble with their digestive system, and they can't breathe. I'm a licensed respiratory therapist, so I have that experience. So I've seen people who come in the operating room and they've got blockages in their arteries, things that are happening that are slowing them down, and they can't live a productive and healthy life. Eat more plants. If today I want to really encourage you that you don't have to have illnesses that the world say you need.
Amen.
You can beat diabetes. You don't have to have it. It's reversible. If I know somebody may say, well, what if I have type 1? Well, type 1, it's an autoimmune issue that takes a little bit more strategic planning, but you don't have to take the medications. You don't have to take the insulin. Not saying that the type 1 will completely go away, but you can control it. The high cholesterol, you do not have to have that high blood pressure. If you take the salt, the refined salt out of your diet, and stop eating the things that have added sugars and all the processed meats and those what do you call it? Those meats that's in the packages. At the store.
Pre-prepared meals.
That
Yes.
has all that sodium and packed with all those different chemicals in it. So we're here
Yes.
to sound the alarm about health, because we need to get better so that we can move forward. So I got a couple things I wanted to show you before we started the show, and I wanted to show you a little bit about,
Well, now that you mention eating healthy, Jay, I am a teacher, and I did notice that the students that I teach who eat healthier do produce better. They have better grades. They're more alert in class, as opposed to those who tend to eat a lot of fast
they
food
become
and
more
pizza.
productive.
Oh, much more productive. They're more alert. They think better. They think clearer. They're more critical thinkers. So your diet has a lot to do with how you produce academically also.
Wow, did you all hear that? Did you hear what Ms. Garrison said? Her students are performing at a higher level because of what they're choosing to eat. Is that what I heard you say?
That is exactly what I
And
said.
what about your staff, your coworkers, and people that you're around in your classes?
Well, my coworkers are starting to lean towards healthier eating. A lot of my coworkers have become vegetarians, And we often eat together and we compare our meals and we get ideas. And of course, I'm always the caveat of the conversation because I am an ambassador of Green Time.
All right. So you heard it, folks. You see, this is part of the testimony that I wanted her to share with you. And we're just going to help you develop some easy, practical things that you can do in your own life and in your kitchen. But what I wanted to show you was I found some old pipes. And the reason I have these gloves on because it's a little toxic, you know, and not in terms of breathing, but in terms of picking it up. I didn't want to pick this up with my bare hands. So I want to show you what an old pipe looks like. Look at this. Look at this old pipe. Can you see that? Everybody see that? Look at that. That's just like your heart when it gets clogged up. Things can't get through the blood. You can't get the right amount of oxygen to your system so that it could nourish the whole body. And look at this pipe right here. And just like a sink gets clogged, your arteries in your heart, they just get clogged. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? This is for real. The surgeons are going into the operating room and removing plaque out of their arteries. This is major, folks. You got to start making some changes. Just like Ms. Fuller read the scripture, you know, just a little bit more of that scripture again so we can understand what we're talking about here.
Okay, give me a few minutes.
Every seed, God has everything that we need. Not saying that you need to be vegan. We're not saying that you need to be a vegetarian. We're just saying that you need to eat more plants. Add things like that to your plan, provided that your doctor is approved that. You know, some of you work with nutritionists, and you may have some other issues that may prevent you from eating certain types of food, or you may not be able to eat as many raw foods. But what I'm saying, and I think all we're saying, is that you need to change and put down the potato chips, put down the what's those other things I used to be addicted to, the Hershey with almonds, and
M&Ms.
you know, the M&Ms, and you know, all of those things will cause your arteries to get congested and a lot of plaque that will build up, and that will increase your blood pressure. And then once your blood pressure increases, you're at risk of stroke. You're at risk of just overall heart surgery. You may need a vessel replaced. They call it a cabbage. And so we don't want you to get that. And there's a lot of young people that are not taking the time to invest in their health. They are running to, what's that, Uber Eats? Everybody's Uber Eats, the pizza, Grubhub. Any more? What's the other ones out there that we're doing that we shouldn't be doing?
Food scooter.
Food scooter. I never heard of food
Yes,
scooter.
the food scooter. You don't even have to leave your house to get food anymore.
So some of you know what we're talking about. Food scooter. So describe to me what food scooter is. First time I ever heard that one. What is
Well, the food scooter has a relationship with different restaurants, especially in the Waldorf area, where they you order what you want from any particular restaurant that is a partner with them, and they bring your food to you. So people are to the point now they don't even get in the car and leave home anymore.
Do you hear what I'm saying, folks? Listen, do you hear what Ms. Garrison is unpacking here? The food scooter? I mean, this is what I'm talking. This is what your heart, the inside of your heart will start to look like. This is what the inside of your lungs will start to look like if you keep eating those types of foods. And like she said, people aren't even getting up to go to the store, so they don't even have the exercise component.
Exactly. And I find it interesting that you said we should stop eating potato chips and different snack foods. Well, what are we supposed to do for snacks?
You can create your own snacks.
We can.
You know, there's nothing wrong with, I know it might not be the best option that you're thinking about, but what about celery and some hummus? That's a snack. What about peanut butter on a banana? That's a snack. You can make your own
Kale chips.
Kale chips, okay? These taste just like Doritos and better. And they have all the vitamins and nutrients, the vitamin K and A that's still there because these were dehydrated kale chips. And if you don't have it dehydrated, you can just stick it in the oven.
Well,
You know,
is that expensive to make?
it's not expensive.
Because a lot of
These-
people are on a budget, and is it expensive to eat healthy?
You're talking my kind of language. So what does a sweet potato cost per pound? I mean, you can make sweet potato fries. You can make sweet potato chips. You can basically invest in your health. You just have to take the opportunity and the time. That's why green time is so important, because you have to make time. You see this little clock that's on our shirts? That's because time. You gotta make the time.
Yes,
you
you
gotta
do.
invest in your health. Stop making excuses for, okay, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. But what are you doing to make that happen? What is your plan? What is your game plan? What is the outlook? How many pounds do you want to lose? Do you want to take this serious? So I wanted to talk to Miss Garrison just a little bit about, I know we did some meal prepping during her school year, and her and my wife Andrea, they both had the luxury of benefiting from me preparing certain different dishes for them. One of the dishes that we're going to show you later is how to make a kale salad that they both like. And I didn't think they were going to like it initially, but God's good. That piqued their interest, and they, that's one of the things we wanted to show you today is how to make this and show you how easy it is. But before we get to that, Lorna, what are some of the things that you have changed in terms of where you were
And where I am now?
before we started meal prep?
Well, before I started meal prepping, and because I'm a single female, and my daughter's grown and gone out the house, so I don't really have to cook as much. So it's really easy for those who don't have a family that they have to go home and cook for anymore to just stop by a fast food restaurant or pick up something to eat every day, and that's not healthy at all. It's not healthy. So the benefit of the meal prepping has helped me tremendously. I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat. I don't have to worry about what I'm going to eat, when I'm going to eat. The meals are already prepped, and I just grab a container and I go on out the door. Now, some people will say, how can you eat the same thing every day? And that's just it. I'm not eating the same thing every day. We have a particular way that we set up our meals every week, and it's really been working for me, and I really enjoy it. Some of the things that I want to incorporate this year are snacks. We definitely need to work on snacks and healthy snacks and things that are cost efficient, and things that I actually like to eat, okay?
Wow. Let me interrupt you for a minute, but did you guys hear what she said? She has a goal to work on snacks. She's worked on the
meals.
infrastructure of the meals, but now she's ready to take it to a whole nother level. She is ready to implement different snacks, because snacks seem to be is a barrier to your plan. And I know we had discussed a while back, and you say, well, Jay, I'm not really losing any weight. And we talked about that a little bit, and I said some things to you. I don't know if you caught it, but maybe you have. And I said, well, you got to make sure you get off of the couch. You got to do some type of walking, some type of moving. I believe that during this church service this morning, there was a powerful message about move. And so we got to get moving. We got to get moving so that we could be more productive. And if weight loss is the goal, then we have to get off the couch. We have to start doing some things. And for me, it was a big challenge, because I started to run, and I've run over 90-something marathons at my age. I'll be 54 this year, but hey, I'm just now getting started. And why did I start so late? Because I was hard-headed, and I didn't really take serious diabetes and the high cholesterol. But as time went on, I had that health scare, which started having chest pains, and I said, wow, man, I got to be here for my wife. I got to be here for my children. I got to be here for my family. So I needed to do something that I thought that I could do that was relatively easy. Come to find out, it wasn't so much. It wasn't that easy, because running is an art. However, one step led to another step. 1 mile led to more miles, and 13 turned into 26. Can you believe I run 26 miles in a day? And then I also bike. So
Yes.
I kind of forgot what I was asking you, but
You were discussing that we have to be
We have to start
intentional, and with movement.
With movement.
yeah, so we do, and I know some of the things that you had expressed to me. Well, when am I going to start losing weight? I say, well, maybe a combination of eating more plants and more movement is what we discussed, and I know we just had a little bit of sidebar conversation about that, but tell us a little bit more about the struggles you have with the snacks today, because you haven't gotten to the snacks yet, right?
No, I
We
haven't
gotta work
gotten to the
on that.
snacks.
This
No.
is something
We
that
did add
We added
fruits,
some
yeah.
snacks. We added some fruits.
But tell us about what you struggle with. What is the issue? Like, is it because there's some people out there that that have the same problem you got, so they need to know what
With
your
the
issues
snacking.
are, so that they can work on their issues. Because we're not in this by ourselves.
Definitely,
We in this
definitely, definitely. Well, the snacking, it's important to have 3 meals a day. Right, definitely it's important to have 3 meals a day, but in between those meals, you don't want a meal yet, you just want a snack.
And let them know you're talking to them. So
Yeah,
look
yeah,
right in that
I'm
camera
thinking,
and say,
I'm thinking.
yes.
Mr. Fuller, I'm thinking. Because it often has me in a quandary of, okay, what am I going to eat now? I don't want to eat that. That's not good for me to eat. And vending machines are the devil.
Oh, no, she did. She did that on the Don Jenkins show. Oh, my Bishop. She didn't
Say
even
it
that.
again.
Bishop, you didn't hear that?
They entice you to get those chocolate cupcakes and those potato chips.
So
and
are you saying, wait a minute, are you saying
I don't
that
even go in that area of the
snacks
building.
are calling your name? They call your name, Lorna, come get me. Are they calling you?
No,
What
not
are
as
they
much
doing?
as they used to. I've been really good about it because I know most times if I do choose to eat this, I feel awful after I've eaten. Oh, wow, I'm not going to eat this. Or I may start eating it and say, this is wrong. I'm not going to eat this. But they're calling your name, and there's really, and then you go to the vending machine and there's so many things in there. You're trying to make a good decision. You really are. Like, should I eat this? Should I eat that? How much sodium is in that? How much sugar is in that? Can I eat this? Can I eat that? I'm really hungry right now. And
She's talking to you, someone out there, because somebody out there has the same problem that she's experienced. And but you know what? What she's doing is she's becoming intentional about snacks. She has a plan in her brain that she is that's one of the goals for this school year is to work on snacks. Because you see things, look, I still got the glove on. Things have to happen as a process. You don't just overnight become a vegan or a vegetarian. It's a process.
it is, it's a lifestyle change.
I don't want to say too much about the baby steps, but sometimes it is kind of like a baby step plan. But you can't be on a baby step plan all
Forever.
Forever. At some point you're gonna have to drop the baby step and get to the toddler, and then get to the child, and get to the adult. So she is at this point. I believe the baby steps are gone. I think you're more.
I'm a toddler now.
You're moving. You're probably more. You're probably past
More
that.
on-
You're probably
yeah.
past that. And so I think that because she's sharing this with you, that she is becoming intentional about the plan, then maybe you all can be intentional about your plan. Because no, Jay did not become vegan overnight. It took some time.
Well, Jay, let me interrupt
I
you
like
there.
fish.
I have a
and I
question
like
for
chicken.
you. You run a lot of marathons, right? So you travel a lot to a lot of different states, and you're busy and you're moving. How do you stay on that great eating plan when you're traveling so much and you're moving about? How do you stay on it?
That's a great question because like you said earlier, you have to be intentional. I will pack the snacks in my bag, not the carry-on, because you can't take too many things through the carry-on, so I'll pack it in my luggage. And there are some things, liquids you can't pack in your carry-on, but you can pack it in the bag. But I don't bring too many liquids. So what helps me to stay on my plan, sometimes I may be in a situation where I have enough space in my luggage that I can just take my juicer
He does.
or my NutriBullet. I'm not saying that you need to do that, but I
I don't know
will.
if too
I
many
have
people
this
travel
app.
with a Nutri.
I have this app on my phone called Happy Cow. Happy Cow is an app where you can type in if you want to locate vegan restaurants or you want to locate vegetarian restaurants. So I will plug that in, and it'll provided if I'm driving, it's a little easier if I can, get to the place where I pulled it up, and I'll scope it out, make sure that there's no things toxic going on in there. But I will seek out those places that will help me stay on track. And in the airport, there are certain things I know I have to stay away from.
Right.
Like the what's that one? The Cinnabon.
Oh, yeah, Cinnabon.
They smell good.
They do.
But I can't do it. Those are things I can't do. And I have gotten to the point where I had to become intentional because I don't want the diabetes to come back. It is easy for it to come back if you misbehave. So those are some things like I'll pack my snacks in the bag. I will seek out Happy Cow. And there's other apps that'll help you do that too. Or I'll find something that I can put together once I get. And usually, if I'm doing a marathon, the travel days are probably less than 3 to 4 days. So it's not that difficult for me to do that for 3 days. Now, if there was some extended time, I'm packing my juicer. I'm packing my
machines, yes, and
it's
take them
going.
with them. Yes, he will.
I don't know anybody that travels with a juicer.
I will take them with me.
Mr.
Oh, wow.
Fuller,
Okay.
You know me.
All right.
CEO
So
of
you
Green
hear that?
Time.
I'm going to have to
that,
pack a
people?
little differently now.
You hear the question? How do you do it? How do you do it? You have to seek out. You have to make sure that you find your way.
Okay.
And then try to find grocery stores where you may need to go buy red pepper or whatever. Hummus is always a go-to dish for me because I do have a vegan lifestyle. So it's not that difficult. But if you don't have a vegan lifestyle, what's wrong with just getting some cheese and crackers and making it happen? So
Okay, so you're talking about snacks that really taste good.
yeah, for me, I mean, my snacks are a little different from the norm, but yeah, you can find different snacks that taste good.
Yeah, because I'm not going to eat a red pepper.
Yeah.
With hummus, no. I'm not going to eat that. Yeah, the cheese and crackers, yes, I will
Well,
eat.
avocado, half avocado.
I'm not going to eat that
They
either.
need to get
Oh, we were talking about avocado too. Yes.
Now, I'll use avocado on a sandwich in lieu of mayonnaise, definitely.
So
yes.
you can find your way, and that's the question. How do you make time to prepare things? And it's all about having a plan. And what I hear Lorna saying is that she is now her focus. She's an educator. Both of them are educators, and they both are heavily into this education. So they got some
PG County strong.
They got some high level degrees here, so they know what to do, and they know how to teach themselves how to be disciplined. So I'm glad to hear that Lorna is looking at the snacks and really paying attention to that. And so the next phase will be probably the moving part, and maybe she's already doing that. Is there any plans for movement? Not bowels, but the other one.
Thanks, Jay. Yeah, there's some plans. There are always some plans.
But this is a part of coaching. This is a coaching show. This is all about helping each other get to the next level. Yeah. So none of us can do this. I couldn't run all these marathons without my wife or her support. And there's a community of people that I have met since I've been on this journey that helps me stay focused. And in particular, my staff at work, they really have embraced, and they're always looking for different recipes. So I have recipes that I'm teaching Lorna so that she can help, with the avocado.
And Lorna doesn't like to cook at all.
I'm sorry?
And Lorna does not like to cook.
Oh.
So these recipes have to be dummy proof.
Simplistic.
Simplistic. So
we fix some fabulous things that I love to eat, and they are snacks. And I like the recipes that we do that are simple and that I can put together really quickly, and they taste good. So the avocado chips are delicious. They are. They're really delicious.
So, and I think we have a little bit more time. We got a break coming up soon, right, Ron? So before we go to the break, just give us a little bit of snippet of like maybe a day of what you may eat in a day. Like start at breakfast. Do you do the overnight oats or not?
No, I don't.
What does your breakfast look like?
I tried the overnight oats. I did. I tried the overnight oats, but it really wasn't for me. So what I did was I would try simpler things like oatmeal with fruit in it. That's kind of a version of the overnight oats. I like hot food.
Sure. Are you into the steel cut
Avocado
oatmeal?
wraps.
You do the steel cut oatmeal or just the regular oatmeal?
Just the regular oatmeal and the avocado wraps. Oh, those are delicious. Oh, I love those.
Okay? So breakfast is maybe
That is
oatmeal.
another barrier too. Breakfast, eating a healthier breakfast. So I love it when we do the avocado wraps. I love to have those in the morning with some type of meat. So I'm not a vegan, but that's great. And then, you know, there's that snack time about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
So what I hear you saying is that even though you don't eat like me or eat like a vegetarian, you have made some significant changes.
Yes, I have.
With what you used to eat.
Right, and I'm very conscious of what I eat now. And, you know, a lot of things I look at and I'm like, I'm not eating that. And my daughter is starting becoming aware of things that I won't eat. So if she's going out to get something and she'll say, Mom, they have this, they have that, because she knows I'm not going to choose some of the foods that she still loves to eat. She likes a lot of pasta and sauces, which I've tried my hardest to stay away from. There's a lot of those creamy sauces.
Yeah.
And
I think we make like a cashew sauce.
yes, but it's not creamy. It doesn't have that dairy in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I make a conscious effort to not eat those things.
One last thing. What is the thing that you feel like if you had to stop eating today and you know it's not good for you, what is that?
Potato chips?
Potato chips. You hear that, everybody? Some people, we have an issue with
We love
the
something.
crunch.
Oh, I love the crunch.
So at some point, I may have to teach her how to make these
Kale chips.
great tasting Dorito kale chips.
Okay, but what if I don't? What if I don't have time to make the kale chips? Remember, I'm not a proponent of a lot of cooking. Is there any way I could purchase kale chips or seaweed
You can
chips?
purchase seaweed chips, kale chips. You can go to the market. If you don't have time, they are available. Just make sure you're reading the package and you're looking at the back of it to make sure that there's no added sodium. Make sure the sodium content is where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Because you're defeating the purpose.
And where's that?
Go to Whole Foods.
No. Where's the sodium content supposed
Oh,
to be?
it's on the back. Oh, you mean no more than 390? I would say. I'm not a licensed nutritionist, so you know I got to be careful of how I deliver the message. But I tend to stick with things less than 390.
Okay.
Even 290. You know, for me because I had the high cholesterol.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's my disclaimer. I can't really tell you about the.
Well, I have a
packages
number
on
to
that,
look
but yeah,
for.
you
Just
can
look for around that number. Okay.
Yeah, stay below that. Don't look at that 800 and 900 sodium. There's a lot of that out there. So,
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you can buy some healthier things. You can make banana chips. Just put them in the oven. You ever had banana chips?
No, I haven't.
You can make them. You can make whatever. You can make any type of chip you want. You just have to put the time in. Green time.
Green time.
Okay.
Be conscious.
So be
Deliberate.
aware of some of the things that you can do out in the community. And some of you I know live maybe in the food desert, and you may have to travel a little bit further out for a healthier option. But you know, we just got to pray that God will open the doors for more variety of food, especially in PG County. I believe on the other side of Pennsylvania Avenue, it's like a food desert. Isn't that correct? From what I understand.
And a lot of stores that have
Yeah,
like
it's a lot of-
Moms and
Yeah, a lot of
Whole Foods.
you know, and really stay away from the Asian Chinese food, those mom and pop stores. You know, really you're gonna get yourself in trouble. You'll get yourself kind of congested with like these pipes are, and that's what you don't want because those are very, very high in sodium and they have a lot of added sugar. You know, it tastes good, but in the long run, it's better to invest in your health now so you don't have to spend later. You know, spend the money that you have now so you don't have to spend it all in medications and surgeries and things like that, because that's like, I mean, a lot of our young people are hurting because they are choosing to do the Uber Eats and all these different unhealthy options. So Green Time, what we do at Green Time is that we will help you go grocery shopping. We will help you walk into that store and pick different things out, like arugula and different types of dandelion greens that you may not even heard of. And alkaline, getting your body to a more alkaline state and removing a lot of the acid out of your diet, because acid causes digestive problems. And when you can't really digest your food right, it's because you have too much acid on board. You're eating a whole lot of things that it's very acidic, and that's going to slow you down. You're not going to be able to feel like exercising. You're not going to feel good. You're going to just crash. And so you may know some of the things I'm talking about. So more alkalinity, and I think that Bishop Don had a guest on last week. I think it was Michelle Grant. She talked about alkalinity in the water. Making better choices in the water. And although I do some alkaline water, I don't do a whole lot of alkaline water. I do more reverse osmosis. And on occasions like this where I'm out and about, I like this Kirkland brand. I just don't do I don't like the Deer Park. I call it Dead Park, but it's okay. But I'm very careful about how much water I intake. And water also, if you're exercising, you should have about 128 ounces of water, especially if you're exercising. If you're not, up to 96 ounces of water a day. That means that this is probably 8 of these. Well, 8 of these is 64 ounces, but add 4 more onto it, it's 96 ounces. So we need more water in our diet.
We do.
It'll help you lose weight. It'll help you sleep better.
What about your skin?
And it helps your skin. It helps you feel your hair. Lorna does hair as a business as well. We're going to talk about a little bit about her business on the other side, but she's doing a lot. And she says she doesn't have energy, but she does. She has a lot of energy. How we doing on time, Ron? Make sure that you invest in your health now, so that you won't have to spend the money on all these expensive medications later.
Yes.
So I'm glad that Green Time has been a part of your lifestyle change, and she's in the kitchen with me, like consistently during the school year. So I can't wait to see what we're gonna do this time.
All right.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to
Well,
see.
it's great, and I love it. I love coming out every week and getting in the kitchen and fellowshipping with you guys and cooking these meals, and my daughter's becoming aware, and she's starting to incorporate some of it. She likes a lot of these foods, and then when we get the babies into it, that'll be great. So we can just keep getting each younger generation involved in this Green Time, and then we won't have to have these conversations.
Yeah. There's a lot of people out here that are hurting. So we need to be the spokespeople for health. And like Bishop says, that we need to continue to sound the alarm. Today we are sounding the alarm on health and wellness and how you need to be more healthy with your eating. This is a part of our mission and discipleship, helping you get to that level where you need to be. And like I said, nobody can do things in 24 hours. I mean, it takes time, but you got to make time. Make time with Green Time.
Right.
Make time.
With Green Time.
Make the investment. You like that slogan? Make time with Green Time?
Make time with Green Time.
Make
Yeah, that's
time
the
with
next
Green
T-shirt.
Time.
There we go. Make time.
Make time with Green
okay.
Time.
All right.
And adding those different things to your plan and making sure that you are paying attention to, if you're going to buy things at the grocery store, stay on the perimeter. Don't go down stop picking up those bag of chips that's at the front of the store.
And on sale.
They put them there for, oh my goodness. No, she didn't.
Yes, they have
She
on
was Miss
sale.
Fuller. There's
Yeah.
a revelation here. She done woke up.
Sometimes you have to stay away from things that's on sale.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but it has to taste good too, Jay.
Well, but you know what? One of the
And
things,
that's the biggest issue,
well,
the
not,
taste.
Not really, though. Once you get to a place where you have started to implement more whole foods and your body becomes more alkaline, taste isn't a problem.
It'll change.
Your body will change to make the changes, and your taste buds will coordinate because you're eating kale salad.
And I love it.
Kidding me?
What?
Your taste buds have changed.
And kale
But
chips too.
it tastes
That's
good.
a testimony.
But it tastes good.
But still, but still, your taste buds have changed. Would you have sat a year or two ago and ate kale salad? You had to create that. You know, there's different combinations you can do. We just have one particular combination that kind of works for you, but there's many more combinations. Do you hear that, folks? There's many different combinations. This is just one version. And on the other side, we're going to show you how to make that. It doesn't take but under 15 minutes to really put this together. And just making sure that you take the time, and we're gonna show you how to do that. Take the time with green time. So we'll be right back. I think we got a break, so stay tuned. Don't leave us. Hold on, we got something else coming.
Hi, I am Don Jenkins, Coach Don Jenkins of the Don Jenkins Show on Vox Wave TV, live every Sunday from 2:30 to 3:30. My slogan is that we're getting better and we're moving forward. We can move forward in every area of our life. Tune in. God bless you, and may heaven smile upon you.
Business owners looking for a place to advertise your business and promote your products and services? Vox Wave is the right place. We have over 10,000 views a day and 70,000 listeners a month. For more information, contact Reg Gaskins at 240-832-44.
VoxWave now features a streaming radio media player on our website's front page, where local artists can get their music played 24/7. For more information on getting your music in rotation or to perform live at our studio, contact Reg Gaskins at 240-832-4455. One streaming media service, and check out our entire lineup at VoxWave.com. On Monday, 6 to 7 p.m., it's The Mignon Show with your host, Mignon, and co-host, Roz. And then from 7:30 to 8 p.m., My Spa, Bath and Body. And then after that, every Monday from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m., we got The Platform, hosted by Bam 640, Storma Belladonna, and DJ Andre Michael. And on Tuesdays, 8 to 10 p.m., can't forget my man Slick Daddy Rick, Heartbeat Congo Hour. Up next on Wednesdays, it's Faith Practically, helping you maintain your faith through the fires of life, hosted by Darian Claxton, every first Wednesday of the month from 9 to 10 a.m. Then from 10 to 11:30 a.m., A-Mo TV Show, powered by Yay Me Incorporated. And every fourth Wednesday, 12 to 1 p.m., it's Impact the World Radio TV Show with your girl, Cheryl Woods. And after that, Wednesdays 1:30 to 2 p.m. is DMV Real Estate with your hostess, Pamela Dubois. Don't forget Slick Talk with your host, Oscar D. And co-host, It's the Kid. Wednesdays 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. And coming up, Wednesdays 8 to 9 p.m., it's the BGKH Show with Dominion and Epic. Up next, it's the Tom O Show, Wednesdays 9:30 to 10:30 p.m. And can't forget Thursdays with You, Math, and Me, hosted by George Randall. Catch him at 10 to 10:30 a.m. Up next at 1:30 to 2:30 p.m., QETV Live Show with your host, Miss H. And then, every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m., it's the 640.
Welcome back, everybody. We are back for the second half of the show, of the Don Jenkins Show, where we're trying to get better so that we can move forward. We are sounding the alarm on health, and we got a quick recipe to show you. And this is Lorna's gonna show us how she prepares our garlic kale salad. Okay, Lorna, it's all yours. You can stand up and.
Thanks, Jay. Jay knows
All
how much
yours.
I love
All
to
yours.
cook. Okay, so the first thing we do is we de-stem these, okay? So we pull all the stems off. Jay, don't you do something with these stems sometime?
Yeah, I take those stems and I juice them so they're not lost. Or I may make a kale chip. How about that? Out of the stems.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And that's snack?
Once you get a food processor.
Wow.
Okay, so you don't have to do all of them. But
I hadn't planned on it.
Maybe a bag is
And this is something you can do with the kids, too. When they want to help you in the kitchen.
That's right. Okay, walk me through it. Talk to me.
Okay, so after I finish de-stemming this is really easy. So then I have these little cups here.
But before you get there,
I spread those up.
the kale up, right?
Yeah, I gotta rip it up.
And rip it and then chop it, right? Maybe a knife. Make it a little bit more finer. Okay, so I'm gonna take this away. Okay,
No, we usually kind of rip it.
you can rip it.
Where I can
but-
find some more stems
All right,
to rip it up.
stick that back in the bag over there.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And then the cutting board is there in case you want to do it a little bit more finer. So she may want the kale a little bit more smaller than what she's ripping up.
Right.
So
Okay.
let's do that. The knife is right there. Okay. See that vitamin K and vitamin A? Oh, she's bold. She's taking more.
Taking the ones I didn't rip up.
All right.
Putting me on the spot here, Jay.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
You've been there.
You know, people say they don't never hear Lorna and cooking. That's not something they hear in a sentence. You never hear that. Lorna cooks.
So the power of kale. People say that there's no protein in vegetables. And it's a lot of protein in vegetables. Don't let anybody fool you. Okay. So let me give you another bunch. That in there. We're just gonna chop that up once. And the key thing what
Hope I
she's
ain't lose
doing
my
is
glove
that
in it.
she's making it a little smaller so she
Did.
can get to most of it.
Jay,
You
I
go.
can't do this.
You got it. You got it.
Jay, I'm cutting up my gloves.
You all right. You're good.
Lorna and cooking, that's
Talk
right.
to the people.
Lorna
What
and
you
cooking.
doing? Why you cutting it up?
I'm cutting up my gloves is what I'm cutting up. I'm cutting it up because I want it a little finer. But it's just fine. I generally eat mine hot though.
I like mine warm too.
Okay, because usually when I have it in my containers for lunch, it's in a sectioned off container, and I pop it in the microwave. So I like my kale salad hot. It tastes good hot. I can't say that I've actually eaten it cold.
So you like it warm?
I do.
Okay. Not hot.
No, mine's hot because all the rest of my food is hot. It's good. It's actually very good.
So is that good enough? Is that
Yeah, that's great.
fine enough for you?
Great.
Okay, good. Looking good. What's the next step? The next step is
The next step is some olive oil.
What
Okay.
do you do with the olive oil?
I
What do you do? What's it called?
I'll do this here.
Massage.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I
gonna
do.
Massage the kale, right? Remember that? So we're gonna put a little oil in there, right? Oil is a healthy fat, right? But just don't go overboard with the oil. Just want to do enough, right?
Yeah.
So you want to really coat the kale really good because you want to get all that moisture in there so you can have very good tasting kale salad. So it'll actually stick to the rest of the ingredients. Keep going, yeah. Make
Massage.
Massage that kale.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
you massage, you do hair. Lorna does the hair for a living. It's just like when you're doing when you're washing hair. Is that correct?
We shampoo
A
here.
shampoo hair.
Yeah.
I stand to be corrected.
That's right. We wash our clothes. We shampoo our hair.
Yeah. So is that good? You need more oil?
Oh, I think it's great. I think it's great.
So
All right.
What's the next step?
Uh,
So all these ingredients.
All
right?
of these ingredients, right. So
Let's call them out.
Olive oil.
that's olive oil, and then we have some liquid aminos. I love liquid aminos.
So about 2 tablespoons of liquid
Right.
aminos.
And I put it in these little cups.
Right.
I
This
measure
is
it all
about-
out.
This is about 2 tablespoons.
And then we have our apple cider vinegar. Jay prefers this particular brand.
Bragg.
Yeah.
Bragg. So then we put 2 tablespoons of that. Okay. Then we have this tahini. Yes,
This gives it the
tahini.
nutty
This
flavor
is
and
what
nutty
I
taste.
like. Yes, that little tartness.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And we have about
About a
2
tablespoon.
tablespoons.
Tablespoon?
Yeah.
Tablespoon or 2.
And
Then we
Minced
have
garlic.
nutritional yeast. Show it to the people.
oh, we have the nutritional yeast, but usually we get the kind that
Yeah,
out
it's
of the
usually not in the.
But I'm glad to know that I can purchase it
Yeah,
like
you can
this.
purchase that from Whole Foods.
Oh, this is great.
So
I'm taking all this
nutritional
home with me
yeast
today.
Is a great B12 vitamin. It's for all of you who are saying that you're vegan. How are you getting your B12? You can get it through nutritional yeast.
Thanks, Jay, for getting all of my supplies for the week.
We've done you a whole lot of favors here. We showing
would-
you what the ingredients are.
And you went shopping for
What
me?
was the last ingredient?
Oh, garlic. Now, that's questionable. I'm not crazy about garlic, but
So if
garlic
you're
is
not
good
crazy
for you.
about garlic, just do a little bit or do none. You don't have to put any. But garlic kind of gives it a little bit of flavor, and it also helps reduce blood pressure.
And we need that.
Okay?
Okay.
So now, next step.
Yeah,
Juice of a lemon.
a juice of a lemon. I put it in this cool thing right here, and I squeeze it, and I get that juice of the lemon. And I put all this stuff in this food
All
processor.
These ingredients go in the food processor. and then you
Yes.
come out with a
Is this the
masterpiece.
one you travel with?
No. So all those ingredients are blended in the food processor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then smell that. Doesn't it smell good?
Yes, I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
There's a spoon over there. Oh no, we can just pour a little bit in
Yeah,
there.
let's pour it in.
Yeah. All right, that should be good, right?
We might need a little bit more.
So I like to say that she's doing it with a spoon, but hey, you know,
Thanks, Jay.
that's the way you really want to coat that kale salad. You know, you want to get all of that ingredient in there, right?
Yeah.
Coat it real good, and if you need more, then you can put more, right?
Yeah.
Then you can top this off with some sesame seeds. Sesame seeds are good nutty flavor, or you can put some walnuts.
Yeah.
Almonds.
almonds.
Yes, yes.
And guess what? How long did
Delicious.
that take us? How long did that take?
It works for me because I don't love to cook, and then I'm ready to eat.
And how long
I'm ready
did
to
this
eat.
take?
Not even 5 minutes.
So
It's
show
not even
them.
didn't even take 5 minutes. Delicious.
Garlic kale salad.
Yes.
Okay? We're good? Gave them their first class. Like that, huh? Yeah.
She says it's good.
Yeah, she's gonna make the rest of it when she gets home. So I just give her
Yeah, because Jay bought all of my
I bought
supplies
all
for
that
me.
for her. Even though I needed it at home. I
That's
bought
all right.
All for her.
You can stop at Whole Foods on the way back home.
Okay. So anyway, just wanted to show you what that looks like and how long that would take. It doesn't seem. I mean, all you need to do is buy your kale, get some olive oil, put everything in the food processor. Done. 5-10 minutes. Okay. So thank you, Lorna. Appreciate that demonstration. And we're gonna move on to. I think we only got about 7 minutes or something like that left.
Okay.
We want to
Stop
you
eating
to
and
talk
talk
a
about
little
your
bit
finger.
about what you're doing for your business. You were presenting this past week, well, yesterday, right? Or Friday.
Thanks, Jay. Yes, I
Why don't
also
you
have
tell us-
another
tell us
business.
Tell us a little bit about.
I'm just
This
busy all the time, Jay, and that's why this Green Time really works well for me to do the meal preps at the beginning of the week because my weekly schedule is so busy. I'm a teacher, and we know how much time that can take up, right, Ann?
Yes, we do.
Ann is always at the table doing report cards.
Lesson
Set all
plan.
right. And so I also,
what were you involved in?
I'm a hairstylist. So that's incorporating part of my week where I teach. I am also a hairstylist. I have my own hair studio. And then I also opened up another online business, online boutique. It's called The Hanger Online Boutique, where fashion, because I love fashion. I love to look different. I don't want to look like everybody else, but I don't want to look crazy either. So I started an online boutique. My website is The Hanger Online Boutique. You can go on and check out some of my items. I just recently, I go to a lot of conferences and shows where I bring my items. I'm one of those vendors you generally see out in front of the different conferences. And this weekend, we actually had a women's conference in Lynchburg, Virginia. And I brought my items, and we had a little fashion show where some of the ladies from the church volunteered to wear some of the fashions and, do it for the ladies' conference. We had a great time. We had a great time. And they invite me back every year. So my business is growing. And I've only been in business about 2 years now, and I really enjoy it. My daughter is also a part of the business. She's the vice president. So it's me also leaving a legacy for her and starting business for her to take over.
Let me ask you a couple details about the hanger, because I was talking to Ann on the way, and she was saying that your clothes are for plus-size women, petite women, any size women who are looking to find clothes, right? And these different types of designs kind of work for them.
Right. I cater to the woman with curves because,
So do you all hear what she's saying? This is a health and wellness show, and we're talking about healthy clothes. The hanger. The hanger. It's called the hanger. Did you come up with this name?
Yeah, I came up with this name.
That's a beautiful name.
The hanger.
So did you hear what I'm saying? Whatever size you are,
There's something for everyone.
there's something for everyone. So she has started this business 2 years ago. I'm so proud of you.
Yep.
This is beautiful. And she says she's a teacher. She does hair professionally. And she is running the hanger.
Yep.
All because she's getting energy from Green Time.
Right.
That's awesome. That is
So definitely,
awesome.
this meal prep definitely helps you when you have all of these different things to do. You just take one day, just one day. And I know everybody can find one day where they can prepare all of their meals
For the week.
Right.
And you don't have to think about what you're going to eat in it. And it forces you to eat what's at home.
Sure.
Not stopping at McDonald's or Burger King or, Taco Bell or Chipotle.
So what I hear you saying is that you got your hands in on a few things, but you're making the investment on your health.
Oh, definitely.
Because Lorna doesn't have diabetes, but she could have diabetes if she start acting crazy. Because the older you get, things start to fall apart.
They do.
Like those pipes. Those pipes are old.
And they don't give you any warning, do they?
They don't give you any warning. So, I'm really impressed about the hanger. I think this is an opportunity for your business to grow. This is awesome to hear. Tell us again how we can get in contact with you. I see you do have the website. And
The website is thehangeronlineboutique.com.
thehangeronlineboutique.com. Is that they can reach you by cell or email? How's that?
They can, there's a link on the website if they have to ask me any questions, any particular sizes you're looking for, if you're looking for particular items. I can do my best to try to find those items in different colors. I have people that reach out to me quite often. Hey, I have this women's conference or this marriage retreat I'm going to. I want to look fabulous in orange or pink.
You participate in events and things like
Yep,
that.
and yep.
So not only does she do the hanger, she's doing hair, and she is a teacher. How long have you been teaching?
16 years.
16 years, and she's has her admin, and I think she may be going for a doctorate soon. You never know. But
If I have all this energy.
yeah, so she's a master's plus. What are you? Master's plus
15.
15. And you're a master's plus 60 or something like that.
Yeah, Ann's almost a doctor.
Yeah.
Dr. Fuller.
So this is the deal. She's doing a whole lot of things, but she forgot to say what else she's doing. She is a Green Time ambassador.
Yes. And she shares about Jenkins.
I do. I share.
sharing the vision
I
of
do. I
Green
share.
Time.
I share. And then I often talk to a lot of people, when they tell you about their weight loss and they're on these different diets. The keto's one I heard about this weekend. And, it's a diet. And diets technically don't work. It's a lifestyle change. And I've come to embrace that this has to become my lifestyle.
Good. So you guys heard it. You know how to get in contact with her. She's also a Green Time Ambassador. If you go to my website, greentimellc.com, she has a testimony on there that she wrote a few years ago. Oh, not a year, maybe a year ago. And she's an ambassador. She helps me out with events, and she's very proactive in what she's doing. So thank you, Lorna, for being on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
For being on the show, being the assistant.
Yes,
my life partner. There's one other thing that I want to make let you know something about a conference. There's a believers conference that you might can't see this because it might be backwards, but I'm speaking at a believers conference that one of my close friends, Aaron Smith, who is a motivational speaker, he is coming to Maryland on August the 11th, and I'm a part of his panel. So it's 4 of us speaking. I will be speaking about green time, but the speakers are Aaron, of course, Dale Smith, Jay Fuller, myself, Evelyn Tano. I may be saying that wrong, but we have some amazing topics that we're going to be covering, and I will be speaking about health and wellness as well, and I'm sure that the other speakers will give a health and wellness tip and help you understand. If you want to find more about this, I'm going to put a website link on my site as soon as I get out of this meeting so that you can come. It's a free event from 2 to 6 p.m. And again, it's Aaron Smith. He is one of the reasons why I sat in one of his sessions, which he was motivating, and I wrote my business plan just by listening to his presentation. So he also has wrote a book. He wrote a book called 10 Steps to a New Level of Living. And unfortunately, I left the book at home, but he's also having a book signing on Saturday, August the 10th. Same location, but I'm very excited for him. I know that God is doing some amazing work with him, and I'm proud of him. I know he may be chiming in, and but we're going to be at the Believers Conference August the 11th. I will definitely post the information on my website and Facebook. But I think that we may be kind of done, right? So I want to thank Bishop Don Jenkins for giving us an opportunity to speak again. And remember, I am your coach, he is your coach, and we want you to get better so that you can move forward. Thank you.
PC cool, baby. Yes, sir. FMD killing this one. Come back and I am a winner. I am a winner. Everybody will only say I be a winner. Yes, I'm a winner. Don't bless me. Yes, I'm a winner. Don't bless me. I am a winner. I am a winner. Everybody will only say I be a winner. Yes, I'm a winner. Don't bless me. Yes, I'm a winner. Don't bless me. It's your boy AY reppin' BCE crew. You already know what it is that we came to do. We be rapping and singing and filming and acting. Yes, we making moves while the rest just reacting. I'm on your day test slow, see me as I go. So while you hanging out, trying to be in my photo. Opportunities, I'm giving back to the community. Haters wanna step, give me fame, that's all you do to me. Cause people, them, they hail us like bread, they toast us. Yeah, we're leaps and bounds above the rest. Head and shoulders like a foster, it's a pair.